Welcome back to Daytime, everyone. Time to continue our rousing roundtable here.
That's right. Let's start with this. Brazil is experiencing its worst recession in decades. Its president has been suspended pending an impeachment trial, and the country remains the epicenter of the Zika epidemic. The Olympics, which will take place in Rio de Janeiro, are 3 months away. You know, I'm still getting up to speed, people. Give me a break.
I have excuses, getting old.
Oh boy. On the second day. Anyway, the World Health Organization is urging athletes and travelers to take steps to guard against infection. Given the political, financial, and health situation in Brazil, I would say the health situation alone, should the Olympics be postponed?
I'm starting to tend to think perhaps.
I think, I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. They have problems with the water that the athletes will be swimming, performing in. It's like sewage, they say. There's a doping scandal going on, something like it doesn't. I mean, this is like agreeing to go out on a date with your cousin's friend. You find out he's going through a divorce. He just lost his job, and maybe
you're related.
He has a related. He has a kid from the Olympics. He has a record. It's like it's not too late. Back out while you still can.
When you put it that way, I say let's back out.
I'm not dating Brazil. Forget about it. I don't want the Zika.
Yeah. I wonder what the ramifications would be to back out. I wonder
happened? Do we know? I don't know if they've ever called off a game.
Anybody know?
Was there a war that did it at some point?
And the Zika virus getting worse.
We boycotted in 80.
We should know this. In 80.
Yeah, no, I think they were in LA in 80 and then in 84, I think, or something.
Well, I think it was LA in 84, actually.
Yeah, it was Afghanistan in 80 that we boycotted, I believe, or Russia or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you just make
the point is this, let's get out of Brazil. I mean,
it's a matter of health.
Gross.
You don't want to send these athletes with that's what they do. They're concerned about their bodies in order to perform.
And think
you
of
don't
the
want them to
age.
get sick.
I mean,
and then on top of that, people that are coming to visit, you don't want them to take the Zika virus back with them to where they live.
Yeah.
Right, which is what's happening very slowly and steadily right now in Pinellas, right here and elsewhere.
Rashada, before you run that 440 relay, just
I don't know.
should be good to go.
I don't know. So
All right.
There's no easy answer to this one.
There isn't.
We'll see what happens over the next few months.
Yep.
All right, as police continue to investigate the role prescription narcotics may have played in the death of Prince, a group of advisors to the Food and Drug Administration are recommending mandatory training for doctors who prescribe these powerful painkillers. The hope is that this initiative will help stem overdose deaths involving opioids. While some doctors are supportive of the plan, the American Medical Association has fought the proposal for several years now. Should doctors be forced to undergo this training?
And I say, wait 1 second. I thought they already had that training.
Are they not trained in that?
Right.
What is going on here?
Well, obviously there's something going on here because more people die from opioid overdose now than car accidents. That's 30,000 people a year.
Yeah, but the problem is that people are doctor shopping. It's not a doctor's job to police his patients. I mean, that's the law's job.
I think
mean,
it kind of is, though. But
it's not. It's not. No, I know, but it's not their job. They prescribe the medication.
But if doctors are freely prescribing this medication, they should know before they prescribe that what the risks are.
Absolutely.
You're right about people.
If they don't have that training, this is a huge problem.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're
If
right
you put
about
medicine with
people shopping
medicine,
around.
it's going to affect your body in a certain way. So doctors should definitely know how to prescribe, to whom to prescribe, and whom was already prescribed to that same patient before you.
And you know at work, when somebody screws up and makes an inappropriate comment to a lady, everybody's got to go through the sensitivity training and whatnot. I think it's time for these doctors just to take a quick look at what they're prescribing and how much.
I guess if we have that system in place where everybody is in the system, no matter which doctor you go to, they should be able to bring you up if you've got valid ID and see they got that from there, and they got it from there, and they got it from there. So obviously there's something not working.
Well, they have been working on that in Florida. I mean, our Attorney General Pam Bondi, I mean, that's why there's been a crackdown on these pill mills.
You're right.
But I just don't understand what's the problem with training. Training is a good thing. When you're talking about getting better acclimated to what you're doing, training is a good thing,
and
right?
again, why aren't they already trained?
I think they are already trained. I think it's a matter of education rather than training, because I think they all
I don't know if they're talking about interaction with drugs, different drugs, I mean, and that's your pharmacist's job, I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, to not know what an opiate does is a huge problem.
It is.
Huge. All right, let's move on. Most states have banned texting while driving, of course, but distracted driving only seems to be getting worse. In New York, legislators introduced introduced a bill that would allow police officers arriving at the scene of a crash to test drivers' phones for evidence of recent activity with a device called the TEXTALYZER, the digital equivalent of the breathalyzer. Now, is this the best way to deal with texting and driving? What else can be done to stop it? We have a minute.
First of all, let me just say, coming from a country where texting and driving is no go, not even getting on your phone and talking on the phone, it comes down to policing.
Yep.
And we all know when we drive to work, we see people. Everyone is doing it. It's not being policed.
It's rampant.
That's got to be the key.
Just drive and don't do anything else but drive until you get to where you're going. I love those apps on your phones where if you call someone that says, I'm driving, I'll call you back. It just pops up on your screen. I think that's genius because you shouldn't be doing anything else while you're driving but driving.
I also like this TEXTALYZER test, but in some cases it might just be too late. You know, that's the problem.
I only tweet if I'm going 20 miles per hour or less.
The fines have got to be huge, don't you think? If you really want to get rid of this?
Well, you know, I mean, but right now we can do it at stoplights, whatever. It's just we have to put it in the trunk because we're all too tempted.
Yeah.
We're too tempted, and the line is kind of fuzzy as to what's legal and not.
It's too fuzzy. It should be cut and dry. You can't do it.
And how many times at a light do people, they're not going, you have to beep, beep.
Every time.
Every time.
Protect me from myself. Take my phone away.
And you know, everybody talks about this, but everybody keeps doing it.
True.
All
stop.
right,
We'll be right back.
This is
Welcome back, Jerry.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
No texting and driving.
Eyeglass World salutes Justin, who not only remembered her half birthday,